What's up, guys? So I'm making a video about this car. If you watched my last video, it's about that car. Same day, same time. I just did that video to come and do this one now. I figured, well, hell, I'm already out here. Might as well freeze my ass off once. The story behind this car is I bought this car back in July. July? Yeah, I bought this car in July. Long story short, I was dropping the motor in that car at about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. My phone dings and shows this car being up for sale. So I messaged the lady, and nice lady. She's like, yeah, it's been sitting for a few years, has a bad engine, needs a motor, needs brakes, are locked up, all this, that, and the other thing. And originally I was like, oh, cool, parts car. And she's like, I've had a lot of people interested in the car, but they want to part it out, and I don't want to part it out. She's like, would you actually fix it? And I'm like, well, I got, 4 Mustangs already. Yeah, I'd probably fix it and drive it. And went down, looked at it. It's pretty far away. Got a trailer, went down, looked at the car. And it was in a lot worse shape than I had thought. And I was like, yeah, we haggled on the price a little bit. And then we spent like an hour trying to get the brakes on C's. And then it was a big mess getting it home. But I got it home. And I'm like, I had the same feelings towards this car I did when I got that car home, where it's like, dead in the water, pile of crap, nobody else would buy it, with any logical common sense, except for me. But I don't have common sense. And I'm like, it's all rusted on the wheel wells and shit. And I'm like, well, interior at the time had the seats out of blue car in here, and the interior was just disgusting, and this car is gross. This video really crappy. Sorry for the quality of the video. But it was just such bad shape. This shit here is all peeling off, and I'm like, probably not gonna fix it. They had pulled this off on accident, and pushed on the trailer, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I really want to fix this car. And I got it home, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can't try and fix it, and to see if I can get it to run and drive and sell it right away. And then I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll keep it on. No, I'm like, I just want to get it running and driving. So, the fender here is all fucked up and discolored, and so is the bumper. It's been an accident. This has been replaced at some point. It is mineral gray, by the way, if you're wondering. Bumper's hanging out there and shit, dented. But I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to see if I can get it to run and drive. And so they said need a motor and all stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, not denying that at all. Motor didn't run, had cams were all fucked up in this car. So I started taking it all apart, and I got videos on the channel of it. I did get it to run. I did drive it over here. Not here, but I drove it over there from over here on like 4 cylinders. But the motor had, what I think happened is the timing chain guides broke, went down into the oil pickup, lost oil pressure to the heads, caused the cams to go metal on metal. The bearings, actually where the oil passages are, melted. I don't know if it's steel or aluminum. Well, no, it was aluminum. Yeah, aluminum had melted aluminum into the head where oil ports are, caused no oil pressure to the head. And then I got it, tried to fix it, got rocker arms in this thing, did some engine work to it, got it to run, but only off like four cylinders. And then the timing jumped, and then it broke a valve. And then I was like, all right. Again, more videos if you want to see them. They're in the channel. Oh, wow. This is really dark. Let me get a flashlight over here quick. Jesus. I wonder if I can turn my flashlight with this phone on. No. Well, it's dark, but basically, the motor's down to just the block. Everything's taken apart in here. And again, subwoofer ran. Wow, sorry for the video quality. I needed my light up over here, but got this far and I was like, all right. I fixed the brakes in the front. Rears, I got brakes upstairs for it. But I started going through it, and I put the headlights and taillights out of the blue car into this car. I had picked up a new fuel cover for the Mach 1. I put the old one on here to kind of match the dark tone. Reattached this. I cleaned the entire car out spotless, added floor mats to it, I've got a radio and install kit over there for it. Put these seats in that actually I like better than the other seats. A lot of video sucks. Sorry about the video quality, God. The windows did not go down, had no power windows. Ended up figuring out it was just the relay was missing, so I put a relay in there, got that fixed. What else did I do this thing? Tried to paint the fender, that didn't turn out well at all. But I've been slowly working at it. You know, I cut the cats off and took those in to get some money for them. Added a steering wheel cover into it. I gotta still find actual knobs for this. I gotta buy another door pull for this, and I did a key fob for it. Yeah, it was one of the things I gotta buy for it still. But it's I also put a fuel pump in this too. I found a used fuel pump, a wall barrel out of the blue car in the trunk when I bought that, and I tossed that into this car, and that's what fired it up, and it actually got fuel pressure that way. I also did a fuel pump or fuel filter to it as well. Yeah, there's some nasty shit in there, but it is an automatic. 180 something thousand on the clock, but you know, I did hear it run. The transmission does go in drive and reverse. I'm not sure about all the gears, but it does go in a couple at least. Now, this car is not that rusty underneath. God, this phone sucks. The wheel wells, as you can tell, are rusted out. No surprise there. That's how the blue car used to look too, I guess. Those wheel wells are bondoed. I'm going to take and fix all this and make that look all nice and pretty. In the trunk, though, the trunk floor is not that bad. It's got rust on it. Not denying that, you know. But it's not rusted out completely. It's got some surface rust in here, but it's solid. It's really not in that bad a condition. It has iBox Sport lowering springs in it that were in here before I got the car, so that's already done to it. I'm going to put quad shocks and struts in it and rear shocks just to, you know, have the suspension nice. But I do plan to fix this car up. My plans for it... Oh, shit. Fucking garage door open. My plans, though, for this are... Now, this is the second to last project vehicle I have. Before I touch this car, I got lots to do. I'm going to get everything else done first. But my ultimate plan here is that all it really needs to actually run and drive is a motor, which I have in this blue car. So I'm going to pull the short block out of this car out, send that off, have all machine work done to that. I have some nice 9-thread heads from Crown Vic over there. Going to build that motor up and drop that motor into this car, and then take this perfectly running good motor in this car, that's a Crown Vic motor, Romeo, that runs just mint with, doesn't burn oil, doesn't leak anything. It runs perfect. And drop this into that car. And then I'll have a built motor in here for fun. Then I'll have a nice running great engine in this car. And all this car needs, like mechanically, to actually run and drive is just the motor. And I have all the rest of the stock parts upstairs. I'm going to put that cold air intake on this just so, you know, kind of looks cool, I guess. And probably do a trans flush on it just because, you know, I'm not doing gears. I'm not going to do a full build on this car like I did to these cars. Originally, when I got the blue car, that was going to just be a nice driving car. Obviously, it didn't turn out that way. Now it's, you know, race car build kind of deal, or like street car. But with this car here, it's an automatic. Nothing against automatics. I'm not talking shit. I just don't want to spend the money on a built trans and a converter and all this shit for transmission work. I just don't. So this is going to be in my nice driving to car meets or whatever, automotion car or something like that, where it's going to get a nice exhaust on it. It's going to get, well, I'll leave the shorty header. So I'll have a full, you know, header back exhaust to sound nice. You know, a few performance upgrades, nothing special. I mean, you know, anybody knows these cars knows two valves, you know, really don't do much unless you force induction or something. I'm building one for that car because I want to. and I get the parts cheap. But as far as in this car goes, I'm keeping the stock gears. I'm not going to do gears. I don't really drive enough to warrant needing that. So I'll keep the gears, redo the interior really nice so it's clean and nice and the vents ain't broken. Then fix the rust. Gonna try and do some shallow dent repair here and see what I can do to try and fix those little dings and dents. And when I washed this back in the summer, the paint actually is not bad. It's dirty. I'm going to end up, I'm not sure what the hell that is, but I'm going to get new stripes for the car just because underneath that, it's discolored from where you had the fade to the non. So I'm just getting stripes to put back over that to make it look clean and nice again. But really, it's not a bad car. Like I said, I did drive it. I did move it, not far. It was parked right here where it's staying is where it burnt. So it was parked here. I backed it all the way out of the garage, or out of the shop, and all the way back up to here. And then I pushed it forward when the motor locked up. I want to get it done. I want to drive this car. I mean, now it's winter. It's November 17th, something like that. So I got all winter long to get all my stuff done. I'm chunking out work right now on the daily drivers, but if you guys want to see more in this car come spring, my goal for spring is I want to get this car done, and within the same weekend of getting that motor out, I want to take the motor out of that and just drop it into here. Truthfully, once I got the motor in that car, it did not take me more than a couple hours to get everything all hooked up and said and done. And I figure this one's already basically out, and by the time I pull it out and everything else to have it built, that'll be real easy to drop in and be done. And it's already got everything clearance and shit to work on a Mustang, so I can just drop it in and go. So I'm going to drop it into this car, and then I don't know where we should go. So I also am keeping these wheels. I was going to take them off. I'm going to keep these on there. The original GT bullet wheels, I guess. I don't know. That's what they came in the car. Tires are like brand new on here. The finish is really rough on these. Wow, that video sucks. I'm going to end up painting these black with some nice gloss paint or powder coat them black. I would like to get 315s on the back of this because, 315s just, they look great. But these tires are like brand new. I'm not going to spend money on tires I don't need. So it's going to sit like that with these. I am going to try and find a bumper cover and a fender to match that's not fucked up and shitty as hell. So I can make the body look as nice as I can. I'm going to fix, like the rust, like I said I was going to, and try and make it look as nice as I can. And then have like a nice, just driving car. I was thinking about selling it, and then I was like, you know what? Why? I have plenty of space to hold my cars. All my vehicles now run and drive except for the gray car and the other gray car, which, another project down the road, but yeah, we're finally getting stuff fixed and going and whatnot, and so hopefully soon here we'll be able to get all these cars done. I have been debating on when I pull this motor out, just taking that one out right away too, but I hate to take a perfectly driving car down to, no engine to make this one drive, but, we'll see. But enough of me talking and rambling on, so if you're still watching this video, thanks. If you're not, well, whatever. But if you are, thanks. Appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Hopefully you're subscribed. If not, think about doing that. I'd appreciate that. If you want more information on the Mustangs or Ford trucks or Ford Edges, watch my old videos. I have a shitload of videos on here. Some are good, some are bad. I know the quality of the camera sucks. This is my cell phone. I bought a camera a while back, and it's a piece of crap. It is worse quality than my cell phone is. So I'm trying to find something nice that's actually a quality video camera that I can record with. But I have yet to find. I've been looking on Amazon, found a couple I was questioning, but then they had piss poor reviews. So if you have a really nice 4K camera or something really nice, let me know what you got so I can get a good camera, because this camera sucks. I have some really good content coming up soon that I want to post, but the video quality of this phone just is terrible. But all right, we'll talk to you guys later.